Good morning, Room 9. Hey, we get to do our very first online lesson today, and it's also kind of cool because we get to start a brand new chapter. This is Chapter 8. It's Statistics and Multiplication Equations. And if you haven't already, I would encourage you to go onto the ebook and read the overview of Chapter 8, just so you kind of get an idea of what's coming your way. But today we get to do our very first lesson. So it's 8.1.1, Measures of Central Tendency. Make sure that you set up your journal with 8.1.1 and then the title. Include your date in the upper right-hand corner. And we are doing numbers 1 through 5 today. So how this video I hope will support you is for certain problems, it'll walk you through and show you how to arrive at the correct answer. At any point, you can go ahead and just pause the video whenever you need to. That way it doesn't spoil any of the answers or doesn't spoil the thinking that you want to do. But I also want to make sure that you have a way to kind of check your answers and to get you unstuck if you're stuck, basically. So, and I'm also trying something new. We are doing our CPM ebook I put them into a Google Slides. So if you like it, let me know. We can keep doing it. And if you don't like it or don't care, also let me know, just because it takes more work and I won't do it if you guys don't find it helpful. So let me know. All right, well, let's get to our very first thing that we want you to do is title a little section underneath your title or underneath your heading. Call it vocabulary. We have 5 different words: mean, median, mode, range, and outlier. And we want you to write these in your journal and their definitions as you work through this lesson. So when you come up on range, come back to the section and write it down. Okay, let's go to our very first problem. This is, what is the size of a typical family for the students in your math class? So I only had 21 people respond by the time I made this video. So this is the data that we're going to use. Congratulations if you got your answer in or if you submitted your response. You are now part of our math lesson. So the first question is, what is the difference between the largest piece and the smallest piece of data in your class? This difference is called the range. It's one way to measure the spread or variability of the data. So our biggest number is 6 and our smallest number is 3. The difference of those two is 3. So the range is pretty straightforward. It's 3. Not too bad. The next bullet point asks us what number falls right in the middle of all the class data when the data is sorted in order. This number is called the median. So in order to do this, what you want to do is start by crossing out your smallest number and then your largest number, and then your smallest number and then your largest number, and then your smallest number and your largest number. Continue that pattern until you arrive at your center number. If you haven't done it yet, pause the video. If you already have, continue on. I'm going to go ahead and basically find where my exact middle number is. In this case, it is 5. This is the median of your data. If it arrived at 2 numbers, let's say if it arrived at 5 and 4, you would find the middle of those 2 numbers, or the average. One way to do it is to add them together and then divide by 2. But we'll look at that in our very next problem.